Welcome to the Family Interaction Training course. My name is Dr. Ann Murphy, and I am a psychologist. Our team of developmental pediatricians, social work clinicians, and psychologists work with many families who come to our center looking for help with their young children due to concerns of challenging, difficult, negative, or problem behaviors. Our goal for this family interaction training is to combine insights from our experience with what studies have shown works to bring you the most current information. In this module, you will learn why sensitive and responsive parenting strengthens the parent-child relationship, why attention from parents can motivate children to behave in different ways. Praise is a very powerful form of positive attention. Parent-child playtime strengthens the relationship and is a time for practicing parenting skills. And finally, children benefit when their environment is consistent and predictable. Sensitive and responsive parenting strengthens the parent-child relationship. Children are born with a need for protection from someone who is bigger, stronger, wiser, and likely to protect them. When parents respond sensitively, children feel safe and secure. When children have a parent or caregiver who understands what they need and will comfort them if they are upset or afraid, then they will be better able to handle emotions like sadness, anger, and frustration, and have fewer behavioral problems. Children learn what to expect from relationships from their parents, family members, and other caregivers. So these relationships are very important influences on children's behavior. When it comes to listening, following directions, and being respectful, we are all more likely to do these things when they are being requested by someone we see as trusted, caring, wise, and someone who has our best interests at heart. We all need people in our lives that we can reliably count on to be there for us. Children especially need their parents to be there to notice and respond to their feelings and needs. Being responsive does not mean that every demand your young child makes must be met immediately or even at all. What it really means is noticing what your child is feeling and what they need, and showing them that you hear and understand, even if you ultimately can't or won't do what they want. As a parent, you are being responsive to what your child is expressing. Children then feel heard and understood, and a parent's understanding helps the child tolerate the disappointment of not getting what they want. Key concept 2 states that attention from parents can motivate a child to change their behavior. A parent's responses, including positive attention and ignoring of minor misbehaviors, can affect their children's behavior. If a child behaves in a certain way and likes what happens afterward because something positive, interesting, or enjoyable happens in response, then they are likely to do it again. If nothing positive, interesting, or enjoyable happens after they do something, they are less likely to do it again. So if you pay attention to your child's positive behavior, the child will likely do more positive things because they like the positive attention. But the same is also true for negative behavior. Getting angry or exasperated or eventually giving in when your child misbehaves is giving attention to that behavior, and the child will more likely repeat the behavior in the future. Even if not always positive, simply your attention is more exciting or interesting than no response. So a powerful way to stop many mild misbehaviors is to not pay attention to those behaviors. When your child misbehaves and sees that their behavior does not get an interesting or positive response, they are less likely to do it again. They will try something that might get your positive attention better, like the positive behavior. When children don't receive attention for the positive things they do, they may stop doing those positive things, and they may try to get your attention in other ways, often through misbehavior, because any attention, even negative attention, is better than no attention. In these sessions, you will learn to notice and shift how you pay attention to your child's behavior in order to encourage behaviors that you like and discourage behaviors you don't like. Positive attention is a way of encouraging positive behavior and preventing misbehavior. Positive attention is one strategy you can use to let your child know that you like what they did or are doing. Positive attention includes such things as commenting on what your child said, praising your child, or giving a material or activity reward. It can also include gestures like pats on the back, high fives, a nod, or a smile. You may be more comfortable with some ways of giving positive attention than others. The important thing to remember is to use positive attention whenever your child is behaving in ways that you like. Praise is a very powerful form of attention. Think about how you feel when someone praises you, especially when what you did was very hard. I'm willing to bet it makes you want to try doing it again. It's the same for children. If a child gets praised for behaving in a certain way, they are more likely to do that behavior again.
I love how you take that sip of water so politely at the table.
Praise is most effective when said genuinely and enthusiastically. Be real, but use your tone of voice and add gestures like smiles, high fives, or clapping to show enthusiasm. Giving praise may seem like something obvious at first, but we often focus on what we want children to be doing differently. We tend to go about our own business. As long as children are doing fine, we leave them be until something happens that we don't like. Then we pay attention and let them know. This is one reason why children who have challenging or problem behaviors tend to hear more criticism than positive comments. Instead of looking for what your child is doing wrong, try to practice catching your child being good. Parent-Child Playtime strengthens the relationship and is a time for practicing parenting skills. Scheduled Parent-Child Playtime is an opportunity to interact with your child by responding to your child's feelings and behaviors and using praise and positive attention. Of course, you can practice these parenting skills at any time during the day, but it's helpful to have a special period of time set aside when you can really focus on using these skills with your child. Playtime is time set aside just for you and your child so that you can focus completely on having positive time together without attending to all of the other issues and demands for your attention during the day. Follow your child's lead. During Parent-Child Playtime, you will follow your child's lead by watching and doing the things that your child is interested in. Allowing them to take the lead in the play shows them that you're interested and value their choices, thoughts, and feelings, and think that they are important. It can be hard not to hurry your child's play, but when parents stay focused, the child stays engaged in the activity for a longer amount of time, which can help build their attention and concentration. Knowing that their parents value them and what they are doing helps children feel good about themselves. When children experience their parents' interest and have the opportunity to enjoy and master different tasks at their own pace, they build self-esteem.
There you are. Well, thank you, Madame.
And see themselves as able to do things, and they will be more likely to manage their own frustration. And remember, when they learn that they will get positive attention during scheduled playtime, they will be less likely to use negative behaviors to get attention. Children benefit when their parents are consistent and predictable. Most people learn best from experiences that are consistent and the same thing is repeated many times. If a child's efforts to help set the table are noticed and appreciated every time for several days, the child will be more likely to continue setting the table and being helpful. This same idea applies to misbehavior and other behaviors parents do not want to see. If a child starts whining for a candy bar and the parent says no at first, but eventually gives in to the whining, the child learns to whine louder or even more to get what they want, even if the parent says no at first. If a parent does not give in and keeps saying no, no matter what the child tries, the child learns that no means no and that whining does not work. Be predictable. Responding the same way to your child's positive as well as negative behaviors every time will establish predictability over time. Children have fewer behavior problems when their daily life is predictable and they know what to expect. Let's review the key concepts for strengthening the parent-child relationship. Sensitive and responsive parenting strengthens the parent-child relationship. Attention from parents can motivate a child to change their behavior. Praise is a very powerful form of positive attention. Parent-child playtime strengthens the relationship and is a time for practicing parenting skills. Children benefit when their parents are consistent and predictable.